Good afternoon. My name's Michael McPherson. I'm the Special Agent in charge of the FBI Tampa Division. As you're aware, the FBI and the Northport Police Department and our state and local law enforcement partners have been searching the area of the Carlton Reserve for Brian Laundrie, a person of interest in the murder of Gabby Petito. Earlier today, investigators found what appears to be human remains, along with personal items, such as a backpack and notebook belonging to Brian Laundrie. These items were found in an area that up until recently have been underwater. Our evidence response team is on scene using all available forensic resources to process the area. It's likely the team will be on scene for several days. I know you have a lot of questions, but we don't have all the answers yet. We are working diligently to get those answers for you.
Welcome to Reporter Room, where we seek truth and justice. My name is Jessica Della Davies. I'm an investigative journalist. Today, we're going to talk about the fact that the Laundrie parents seem to know where Brian's remains were. Suspicious? Let's get into it. Everything I say in this video is my opinion, so please stay positive and kind to everyone, every time, everywhere. Let's be good to each other. If this turns out to be Brian, in my opinion, he was in contact with his parents. The Laundries knew his whereabouts. Brian must have called, signaled, or texted with a burner phone so that his parents knew what area he was in. Did Brian suddenly stop communicating? Then his parents became concerned and went to the Maikai Creek Environmental Park, which is located next to the Carlton Reserve. Please forgive me if I've mispronounced the name of the park. So how did they know exactly where Brian was located? This case is moving fast, so please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything. I give so much credit to everyone on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, on social media who have contributed to the Gabby Petito, Kylen Schulte, and Crystal Turner cases. Some people have dismissed online sleuths, but in my opinion, they are playing a vital role in solving this case. Red, White, and Bethune found footage of Gabby's van, which led authorities to her remains. Instagrammer Nina Angelou had the last sighting of Brian's fits of rage at the Mary Piglet Mexican Grill. It turns out this was also the last time anyone ever saw Gabby alive. TikToker Miranda Baker gave details of a hitchhiker she believed was Brian near the Teton State Park. Was Brian trying to establish an alibi by hitchhiking? And Cindy Sue Hunter responded to Kylen's father, Sean Paul's plea for help finding his daughter and her wife. Cindy Sue went out and found the location of Kylen and Crystal's remains. How strange is it that Brian's parents just happened to go to the very site that Brian previously frequented? Did they mention this area to authorities weeks ago? Something doesn't feel right. I know the water receded, but authorities reopened the reserve yesterday to the public. Coincidentally, Roberta and Chris stopped at 2 AT&T stores on Tuesday. The first one was closed, so they went to another one. Why did they need to go to the AT&T store so urgently yesterday, which was Tuesday, so urgently that they went out of their way to go to a second store? Is anyone else having a gut reaction to the timing of this whole thing? In my opinion, Brian's mom and dad helped Brian to hide. When they did not hear from him as planned, or maybe they got a desperate sounding message from him, they went to go look for him. I hope the FBI gets a search warrant on all their electronic devices. Is this why authorities were seen outside the Laundrie home on Wednesday night? According to the Laundrie family attorney, Stephen Bertolino, the parents notified authorities Tuesday night that they would be searching on Wednesday. And this is odd because the parents only helped one day. Chris went out and just for a couple of hours and then came back. So something changed on Tuesday, the day they went to the AT&T store. During the FBI press conference on Wednesday, the FBI said they found human remains and items belonging to Brian Laundrie. Items included a backpack and a notebook. The items were found in an area that was previously underwater. The FBI said, "I know you have a lot of questions, but we just don't have all the answers yet." FBI Special Agent Michael McPherson said investigators located Brian's notebook and backpack near human remains. The Sarasota County Medical Examiner's Office confirmed that it also had been called to the environmental park by police Wednesday afternoon. This environmental park connects to the Carlton Reserve. Do you believe that Brian's parents recently lost contact and finally got worried enough to contact the Northport police to let them know they were going to go search? And then they woke up on Wednesday morning and went right to where Brian was supposed to be and happened to find his remains? They've been so calm until Tuesday. His parents must be amazing sleuths to find his remains and belongings in only 30 minutes, when the FBI could not find Brian after 5 weeks of hard looking. I realize Brian may have been partially underwater, but how did his parents know where to look? What was your first reaction to the news that Brian Laundrie's remains were found? One article said the park was closed at least weeks, if not a month. But Roberta and Chris just walk into the environmental park the moment it was reopened and find Brian's remains? Look at Chris's wet pants. Again, how did he know where to search for Brian? This is too suspicious. Laundrie parents searched for a brief time and just happened to find Brian's remains and all his belongings. Do you think the Laundrie parents knew where Brian was all along? These parents allegedly purchased a phone for Brian from AT&T in early September, prior to Brian disappearing, which is why their 2 stops at the AT&T store on Tuesday are fishy, in my opinion. To be clear, after Brian returned home, but before Gabby was found murdered, he left his brand new phone at his home before allegedly setting out for a hike at a nearby nature trail at the Carlton Reserve, from which he never returned. Look at the timeline per WFLA that they put out on Wednesday. So let's remember Gabby. Gabby was loved and murdered. Her family loved her. Let's remember Gabby with love and care. Let's remember Kylen Schulte and Crystal Turner with love and care. Meanwhile, I will remember this about the Laundrie parents. Chris and Roberta chose for 10 to 11 days to ignore Gabby's parents when they begged them to help locate their daughter. They caused untold hurt to the Petito family with their cold-hearted, deafening silence. Let's remember the Laundrie parents refused to answer Gabby's mom and dad's calls begging for information of where their beautiful daughter was. Let's remember the September 6th through the 8th camping trip where they invited Cassie to come and join them at Fort DeSoto Park, because we all know that when a loved one goes missing, you go camping. This cold-hearted choice, this is the Laundrie legacy. Not just now, but forever. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, and I will see you next time.